Oh, you might want to move that just because we have to warm up here.
Make the most of it while we're quiet.
Yeah, righto guys. Today, myself and Toby are going to be taking you through some football stuff. Do you want to have injuries?
Yo.
That's it.
Logan, you're not participating.
No.
Can you go and grab one more person?
Yeah, we need 10.
Yeah, shot bro. But anyways, today the system objectives are to improve passing accuracy, improve dribbling speed, understand different types of passes, like in game, and understand FIFA 11, which is our special warm-up. But other than that, it's all chill. Do you guys know anything about football at all?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what do you know about football?
If you get a touchdown, it's 7.
Okay, soccer. What do you know about soccer, mate?
No hands.
No hands? Yeah.
What if you're goalie, you can use hands?
Yeah, all good. All good. Yeah, so
Sliding.
basically soccer is an 11-a-side sport with one goalie and 11 team field players, right, all trying to get the ball into the other team. But that's just a little bit about it. Just wanted to know. But other than that, Toby's going to run you through a warm-up. But I think he's going to tell you a little bit about it first.
So FIFA 11 Plus is a specialised warm-up that football players use before every game and training. It involves dynamics, stretches, jogging, shoulder contact, and a little bit of agility work as well. So I've set out 5 cones here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 on the other side. Could I have please 5 on each cone?
At the back.
Yeah,
At the centre.
at the back of the cone, so it's like that. So
Lining up facing the mats.
facing the mat, starting here. Guys, sorry, I should have said that a little bit better. So starting here, everyone down that end.
Good clarification.
So you can go on the other side. So Will and I are gonna just follow Will and I, and we'll just keep going with the warm-up. It will take about 5 minutes. Sound good? Yeah. Let's go. First is job is good. Everyone's job. came through, so just long stride all the way through. One more time. Last thing to go is just a quick sprint through. Just one sprint. There we go, guys. Good job. Good warm up. Here we go.
Yeah, just stand there, it's all good. Hopefully you guys are feeling pretty loose after that, right? It is quite a targeted football. We'll move on.
So, you guys good? Sweet. So the first skill we're going to teach you is passing, and we're trying to increase your passing accuracy. So there's 3 sets of passing that I want you guys to focus on the most. First one is to step forward with your weaker foot. This will let your strong foot slide right through. Easy as that. Next, you want to look at where you're passing, look back down the ball. You don't want to look up when you're passing because that could change the direction of where you're going. So we want to look at your target, look back down, step, and swing to it. Easy as that. Okay. We want to use the inside of our foot, and we don't want to use the outside toe. We want to use the inside. Pass it back. Easy as that. For this, yes.
Why don't we use the toe or the outside?
So the toe, they kick it anywhere, and it goes way too powerful for a simple ground pass.
Okay.
Alright? The outside of the foot is less accurate, and it can change the direction of where you're passing. For a simple ground pass, we just want to use the outside. If we're going for a lob or to get it further away, we might use the outside of our foot. But just for this exercise, it's just want you guys to focus on the inside of our foot. Just that simple, weak foot comes next to us, just swing through. Easy as that. Any questions? Sweet. There's 10 cones, there's 10 participants. I want 1 on each of these cones. We're going to simply just be passing it through the grade to someone, to the person opposite side. Sound good? Yeah. Sweet. Anyone not understand that?
Follow up.
So if someone just up the ball, I just put it there just as a boundary. Try and pass through the gate. Watch this. Easy through the gate.
Trying to get you to spin it.
Through the cone, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Primary days are coming back. Hey, every game. Oh, his phone's not there. I purposely did that. Hit that like
Keep it up, guys. There we go. Remember, you want to swing through fully. We don't want to stop the ball.
yeah, swing it.
Alright guys, can you pause where you are? Right, we're just going to turn it into a little competition, alright? Still using the gate, still passing. It's just this time we're going to have a minute, actually 30 seconds to get as many passes as you can through the gate. Alright, any questions?
No.
All good. Ready? 3, 2, oh, hold. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go!
Dig underneath it, we want to just pass it on here, we want to go too high. So you're aiming a little bit too low to make the ball go up a little bit. There we go, that was perfect.
Well, you got 12.
Oh, is it not?
12. 12.
Okay, sweet. We're gonna incorporate passing into a little bit of a game. It's also about position and holding the ball. So you guys will split into teams of 5 because there's 10 of you. Red bib, I'm going to keep Tom with his jersey on, he counts as red, just because we don't have enough red bibs. So this is just passing around, finding space, receiving the pass, so you're taking the touch with the pass and then lay it off to someone else. It's easy as that. It's going to be from there all the way to halfway, just I haven't set that part up yet, just because you guys were there. So we're going to have that, it's a big space, so you want to find space, receive the ball and pass it. Eventually we'll turn it into a little bit of a competition, okay? Sound good? Yeah.
What's a UCAFC?
That's the University of Canterbury Association Football Club.
Continue. Thought I was catching the link. Yeah, it's on the bubble. Yeah, gosh, great observation. Oh my days.
Messi.
You just kicked me out.
Just keep all the balls down there, okay?
I'm telling you, just over there. Oh, you have to do it. Let's give me 3.
Okay guys, we're just going to start.
Washed up food.
Red Bull, start the ball. Just make as many passes as you can. You guys are going to be try and
Wait. No, you do have pass. You want to get a free pass? Okay, I was just trying to hit. Actually, you'll make the competition too. Pass on there. Go.
Really good. Someone needs to give him an option. Help him support him, guys. That's okay. Just put the ball down, pass. Just pass it. Pass. Go on, help him. Keep him going. That's over. No, how long do we have? Until?
No, we're good, mate. We've got
20 odd minutes. About 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
we've got more than 20 minutes. But
Well, how much time do you need?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? You should have it all mapped out.
Yeah, I do, but because we need about an hour. That's all together.
I've got it sorted. Yeah, guys, come in. Good job, Darren.
Shot, Toby.
Just
Oh, yeah. All good. Guys, same teams, alright? Can we get the bands to line up behind this cone and non-bids to line up behind that cone? Right, this drill is simply just focusing on your dribbling, right? You guys lined up? Right, when we're dribbling, we want to focus on pushing the ball forward to the outside of that foot. And pretty much what we're going to do is Toby will give you a demonstration. It's not a relay or anything, alright, it's just practicing your own skills. But we're going to be going around the outside of each cone in a zigzag. And then once he gets to the top, he's simply just going to pass the ball back through the middle of the cones. And then the next person's going to go, alright? Still thinking about your... But let's just say Toby dribbled around each cone,
and then he got to the end and just passed the ball back, right? So we're thinking about still passing as well, but we're going to lead into some dribbling.
Remember to go on the outside. We don't want to cut on the inside because we're working on dribbling. We want to be able to turn quite quickly, which means if you just cut on the inside, that's just too easy to go back around. So when we hit the ball, we want to go on the outside of each cone and then cut through the middle and outside of each cone. Okay?
Any questions?
Do I wait till Harriet?
Yeah, you'll wait till she passes the ball back.
And you receive the ball and then you can go again.
Yeah.
So one at a time.
One at a time, yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to go first?
If you already touched the ball.
But I also want support, so I also want support, so I don't want you guys to like yell, that was terrible or something like that. I want you guys to encourage them to keep going.
All good? Front guys, go!
I want to trade.
Okay, start.
Let's go! Great space. Great movement. Come on, Harriet. Good work.
You going, Harriet?
That was my top-notch freestyle World Cup.
I should not have said that.
Yeah, patient is virtue. Take your time, it's all good.
I'm going to set one shot away, mate.
Come on, go a little bit faster if you can, Jordan. Come on, mate.
Steve, as for this assessment, are we like being quarters that we're beginners?
As though you're beginners.
You're supposed to use full profile on there.
Because I feel like I'm getting talked to like on no shit. That's off camera.
Go, Tom, you've got it, mate. Well done. Nice work, Joe.
Top work, mate.
Okay, Jordy, Sam, can you guys please go down there?
Yeah, it's going to be the exact same, just over here.
Tom, how about you guys?
We got one. Sweet.
So should we go down there?
Nice, Jordy. Take down. Oh, love it. So keep going. Everyone's stop.
No, keep going. Yeah, keep going.
All right.
I didn't say stop.
Keep it up, Harriet. Bit faster, Sam. Up the guts there.
Stop there.
I don't know why I stopped playing soccer.
We're going to make this a little bit of a competition now. Okay, so I want everyone to go through twice. And then once you get all your teammates get back twice, we're going to take a seat down. Easy as that, okay?
Can you explain how you use the chair?
So we're using both the inside of our foot and the outside of our foot to dribble. So it's not always going to be outside, but we want to turn a different way, we're going to also use the inside. Okay? You can also, if you want, you can roll your foot over the ball. That just keeps it going if you want to go slowly. So you're just going to go fast. And we're just going to, because it's on this side, and we use the outside, I'm going to push up the outside of our foot to make it go down easy. Okay? Then when we get to this one, turn that way.
What if you kick it too far?
If you kick it too far, just go get it and come back.
Is there a way to recover?
Go get it.
No. Like, can you like slide like?
If you do kick the ball far, so say the ball's gone all the way over to where Will is right now. So say it's there, but if it's still in, pass the ball here please Tom. Good job. If the ball is still in distance from you, just speed yourself up and get the ball again. Easy as that. Sound good? Yes Tom.
Is there, you know when you pass it back down here,
Yeah.
if you hit it outside of these, is there a penalty?
No.
No,
Just
it's
try
just
and
trying to
elevate.
distance
Just
with your
try
passing.
and, pass it back to your team.
Throw it back.
No, I'm not worried. All good guys.
Can we have like
Instead of going through twice, right, you're just going to go through once. And for these two teams here,
Who would like a team talk to know which way they're going?
let's just. All right, be quiet. Everyone listening. Everyone's going to go through once, all right? And for these two teams, you're going to have to send one person twice just to make it even, all right? Any questions? Right, ready? 3, 2, 1, yeah, go.
When we go on the outside zone.
Wait, there's 4.
Keep it up, team. Keep it up. There we go. There we go. That's really good. That's good. That's good. Good enough.
Just cut the cross.
Good job. Good job. Good. Here we go, Serge. Good.
Is anyone else shot, Tom? That's the one. Let's go.
Keep it up, guys. Doing really good.
Oh, nice, Will.
There we go. Good job.
Harry, you know when you see it,
first 11. Is it because there's 11 people on the committee?
Well, the guys can come in, please, and be quiet. Come in, guys. Come in. Well, hopefully you guys are starting to pick up with a couple of the skills like the passing and the dribbling. We're going to try and move it into a bit more of a game. Alright, so it's going to be the same things we had with the bibs. Basically, there's going to be a goal there, a goal in each corner. Alright, so it's going to be passing through the... Yeah, so it's going to be it's pretty much just normal football, like everyone can kick the ball and stuff, but you have to pass through, see those two cones just there, like at the far corner? The goal is for your team to pass through there and someone's trapped on the other side, right, and that is a goal, essentially. And each team's going to have 2 goals, so there'll be a goal there, goal there, goal there, goal there, so those 2 cones, those 2 goals will belong to one team, and those 2 will belong to another team. And that's how you just score. And then as soon as you've scored, just keep going, try and get to the next, try and get to your other goal. But other than that, any questions?
Is there any goals?
No goalies, no goose guarding either, alright? No goose guarding.
Richie, you there?
Alright? But does anyone have any questions? All makes sense? Well, no, can I get bibs over here, not bibs over there?
Stop playing around.
Here we go. Oh, God.
Well, you guys just want to have a quick chat and work out how you play.
Kick it and hopefully Get up.
We need someone that's
Good job, Serge. It was really good. Okay, though. Work on getting it back. There you go, man. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop it there. Good job.
We'll just jump in some stretches, alright? So we'll see that lunge one. Put it in our hip squat.
While you guys are stretching as a cool down, what were the 3 points of passing?
Inside foot.
Inside foot, perfect.
Step with your weak foot.
Step with your weak foot. There's one more.
Follow up and look down.
Follow through and look up and look down. There we go. It was really good. What were the points of dribbling?
Around.
Use your outside foot if you're going left or right. Try and
Switch. Yep.
And then switch the other way.
Perfect. It was really good. Do you guys believe you got better at passing?
A little bit. I think quite a lot of you have already done it before.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to improve.
It was really good today, guys. Proud of every single one of you. Stand.
Does anyone remember what the warm-up was called?
7-11.
Class.
7-11, I like that one. I'll see you after. Does anyone remember what football is? I mean soccer? Football. Yeah, football. What do you mean? Oh, how many people play, how many people are involved in a... 22.
11.
22, yeah, 11 on each team. Nice.
One's the goal.
22. How many field players are there?
10.
20 in total,
Yeah,
actually.
and-
With 2 goalies.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many referees.
And what are the players trying to achieve?
Kicking the ball into the opponent's goal.
Yeah, nice.
Onways.
That's good. That's quality.
What's the proper name? Soccer or football?
Soccer.
It depends what country you're in, mate.
Why did it change?
Because
American football.
annoying people got annoying and just started.
Isn't that just called a gridiron or something?
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
save the
yeah.
time.
Well, the thing is, it's called football in the UK. It was called soccer here. It was called soccer in the US, but the US has football, which is the NFL. So to distinguish between NFL and soccer, they kept it as soccer, but we changed to football. Just so you know.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, sirs.
Yeah. What did you guys think of that warm up? It was good. Just like that.
I would have loved to warm up the other shoulder, but
Yeah. It's
Yeah, and we didn't really close them, like, you left them open.
so the reason you guys do all that opening the gate stuff is to really warm up your hips, all right? Because football obviously is quite a hip abusing sport, so a lot of kicking and things like that. So you really got to actually make sure you're warmed up quite nicely. which I think is why
Why did we only warm up one shoulder?
It wasn't actually warming up your shoulder. It was just shoulder contact, as in it was more involving jumping, because you're jumping up and more likely going to jump up with an opponent. So you're going to have contact with that. So it's more with the jumping and trying to warm up your jumping rather than warming up your shoulder.
Any other questions? Shoot, bang, pop.
Done?
Yeah, all good. Thanks, guys.
Tom?
This is my evaluation.
Yes, please.
I thought the warm-up was good. I got warm. But then when we went to the first kicking drill, the cones were really annoying because they slid when we hit them. They'd slide and then we had to run up and change them every time. So that was annoying.
Ah, yeah.
And that was kind of consistent with every drill. But then the dribbling and the passing was good. I feel like some of the drills I'd probably not took them too easy, probably. Other than that, it was good.
Too easy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. Jason?
He was good.
Yep.
Yep. Don't know much about soccer, so I think it was good.
Do you know more about football now?
Oh yes. You can't use your hands. And there's 11 people that play on a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have something constructive to say? No. All right. Jordy?
It was a good level for me because I'm trash at football, so it was good basic skills for me, like just moving the ball around. Toby was real supportive, like sort of got behind you and made you feel good about what you're doing, even when you're making mistakes. It kept you feeling positive.
Yep. Any work-ons?
Maybe Will, you're supporting your supportive side. But other than that, I enjoyed it. It was good.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, it was pretty good warm-up. Like individually amazing. The actual warm-up specific to the sport.
Yep.
And then the first drill was the one we're doing just over here, which is chaos. So maybe trying to just control that a little bit more. It's like being more vocal, making sure everyone understands, so ask questions.
That was the passing in the square.
Yeah,
one?
it's that one where everyone's just kicking each other.
Position one.
Yeah.
That one. But other than that, the drills are pretty good, like real good basic ones to get people into it,
Yep.
especially if you've never played the sport before. So it was a pretty good session.
Thank you. Serge?
Yeah, it was a good session. The drills worked out well for the beginner players as well as the more experienced players, because you still get to work on the skills that are main focus for the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cones were a little bit annoying at times, but they didn't take away from the session too much. And yeah, it was a good session. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Harriet?
Well, I feel like I learnt quite a bit, so that was good.
Yep.
And then the little bit that I thought could improve on was they didn't teach us how to dribble, but they told us to do it, so I was a bit confused. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Sam?
I thought the overall session was pretty good, Steve.
Yep.
I thought the drills were nicely laid out and how they structured it up into a game and the competitive side of everything.
Yep.
I thought that they explained everything well, were positive, but then also I think Toby was a bit too positive, where if you mucked up, you still got told you did well when you know you didn't. You'd probably want some constructive feedback on how to improve what you did rather than just saying good job, because you don't really learn anything from good job, you know. I think that, I'm not sure, but their participant profiles,
Yep.
I'm not really sure if they had done that, because I kind of felt as though we were getting talked to like babies a lot of the time, in the way that, because most of us we're at a sports institute, you know, we have a reasonably good understanding. I know they explained it well, but probably for the age group that we are, probably could have explained it a little bit different. But I think overall it was a pretty good decision.
Okay. Thank you. Zion?
It was pretty mean. It was all good, learning the basics and all that, and the way they structured it and all that. But probably just the warm-up, try to take some more control of it, because
The warm-up?
the first game that we played,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I heard someone asking Will how to play, and the bloke seemed kind of confused, but that's all good. It's all work on.
Okay,
Yeah, click here and subscribe.
thank you. Tyler?
It was good. I liked the warm-up. That was fun. The drills were good. I liked that they were basic because I've never played football before, so I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yep,
But yeah, I learned a few things. And yeah, just the same with the dribbling drill. Maybe explain it at the start rather than in the middle because I didn't really know what I was doing.
yep,
But yeah, that's about it.
thank you. Charles?
Overall, it was really fun, and everyone was onto it.
Yep,
And I like how during those the last game we played, during those huddles, Will and Toby were engaging with us, telling us what can we improve and stuff. I found that really good,
yep,
and it made it real fun for us. And
cool. Any work-ons?
yeah, it's the same with everybody. It's the first game we played, a bit more control.
Yep,
Overall.
thank you. Will,
Yeah.
tell us how you think it went.
Oh, I think it was all right.
Yeah.
I think maybe leaving people to work things out themselves may not have been the best way to approach the situation. For a couple of those things, like the dribbling.
Yep,
Sort of just assuming that most people here had would have worked it out was maybe the wrong approach.
yep,
Maybe if I'd asked if it was clear enough before we started that drill, would have been a bit better.
Yep.
But other than that, I think it went all right. Maybe, that drill position was a bit messy. Maybe could have been a bigger space or something.
big space.
Maybe
Yep.
maybe less people.
What do you think, what do you guys think would have tidied that drill up a wee bit more?
If you didn't have the ball, you had the ball just to stay still.
Yeah.
So it's like people would be working on getting in space and that pass because when you could run around with the ball, you could just muck around with it,
Yep,
and then everyone would just kind of come at you.
And maybe a time limit with the ball too, so you don't hold the ball for 3
Yeah,
or 4 seconds.
so that,
Yep.
with that is why we did make it get as many passes as you can, so you'd be less inclined to hold it.
yep.
But
So that's kind of coaching on the run, sort of looking
yeah.
at it and thinking, yeah, it's
We
not
did
quite
also,
working, so what do I need to maybe change it up to get the result that you want? Yep.
Yeah, we did also make it so that you couldn't tackle the players, but even then it was still a bit messy.
Yep,
But yeah,
thank you. Toby?
I thought it went quite well. We're all definitely way more prepared with this one than we were with the team building one.
Yep.
So we weren't even really bad. I reckon, the possession one was a little messy. We could have changed it up, made it so. I thought the size of it was quite good with the number of people, but I feel like because everyone just went to the ball, it made it a little messy. So maybe we should have started off with you can only intercept the ball.
Yep.
Instead of you can tackle people, because that means everyone was constantly running in.
Yep.
Rather than that, I thought it personally went quite well.
So just sort of thinking about what result you want from that particular drill. Is it about completing passes and practicing the passing, or is it about, the tackling side of it? So thinking, okay, if it's about completing passes, then we'll take the tackling right out of it and we'll just work on maybe the intercepts, and just look at your options where you're going to pass. Yeah. So overall, I think it went pretty well. It was probably one of the better openings that I've seen. So actually discussing a little bit about the sport, who's played it, what do you know about it, had some clear objectives, really good warm-up, so sport-specific warm-up the guys have mentioned. I actually quite liked the passing backwards and forwards. I know the cone thing was probably a bit annoying, but actually giving you a target to aim through, it's probably a bit more fun, and a bit more engaging, a bit more competition than just, hitting the ball backwards and forwards. So I thought that was good. Probably your dribbling one, so probably what Harriet and some of the others have said about the instruction around that. I think you started out with 2 and then you set up a third one because you could see it was going a bit slow. Probably the other way would have been to, once the person got to the first cone, let the next person go. Especially when you were just practicing, and then when you get to the competition one, you could maybe spread out your 3.
Yeah, so we had just tried to incorporate the passing the whole way through, so we still wanted to keep the passing going,
Yeah,
which is why we did it, but
yeah,
probably would have been better.
yeah. Do just get a little bit more of a flow on, and just with your last game as well, thinking what do we want to get out of this last game? So it could be, it probably wasn't a lot of goals scored, so it might be that you reduce the space, so maybe you bring the cones in, so it's a little bit tighter space to work in, or maybe chuck a second ball in as well, and then maybe you get more action, more passing, and maybe more of the goals scored. So just thinking, what can I work with here? I can work with the space that I've got, I can work with equipment to actually get the result that you want, the amount of time, etc. So think about those things as well. Yep, so it's looking at what's going on, is it working? If it's not, what can I change? I can maybe change the rule. I could change a rule around, had goose guarding, that sort of thing. I can change the space we're working in. I can change the equipment or the amount of equipment that we're using to get a result. Yep. So a good close, some good questions. Focus a bit more on your cool down. So I think you probably did about maybe half a stretch, and that was your kind of cool down. So while you're doing it, while you answer the question, make sure you're going through your cool down exercises. Yep. All right, good job.